We live in Huntsville, Alabama, and there's one defining thing that makes us great. And it's not the rockets, or the engineering companies, or the parks, or the food, or even our breweries. It's our people that make us great. These people. We think they're worth celebrating, worth promoting. So tune in and have a drink with us.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville. All right.
Oh, they love you.
All right, I know. This is awesome because, first off, you can tell we're in a new studio space, and we need to give it up right away to Straight to Ale for giving us this space. So, actually, everybody give it up for Straight to Ale.
Yes.
Awesome. And I am drinking their Stout at the Devil. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking their Stop Work.
Nice. And it's really good, of course. And
drink
we're
a
drinking
lot
out
more.
our new Temperance Society glasses.
Yeah, these are awesome.
If you're not a part of this club, you really need to be.
You get a dog tag.
It's pretty neat. So anyway, in addition to the new studio space, we have some great guests coming on for our special October show. We'll get right into them. So we got Glenn Clayton to come on and talk to us about his new app with a company called Spur, straight out of Huntsville here.
Awesome.
We have Wyatt to talk about LannyPalooza, something that you're kind of putting together. And it's going to be a cool event over at Mad Malts to kind of talk about old tip-top stuff and all that stuff.
A remembrance of sorts.
Some good bands.
Yep, and a good cause.
And a great beer over there, too.
Yeah, yeah.
We won't mention it again. And then also we have Shannon Jones to talk about the
Huntsville Men's Roller Derby.
men's roller derby, which is kind of interesting. She's got an event going on to help raise money for that.
A real unique show. It's going to be great.
And the best part of the show is our musical guest, right?
Yeah, it's the Go-Go Killers.
The Go-Go Killers. We've had on once or twice.
We love them.
They're a really specific band just for the Halloween episode,
Yeah.
right? Because
You gotta really check them out because
they're awesome.
Yeah, they're our annual Halloween band.
Right?
I mean,
they're the band to see if you're into Halloween.
They
and
just
we got
work.
them playing in the Speakeasy down here at Straight to Ale, which is a great little spot inside Straight to Ale. If you haven't been there, you have to move the lockers aside to get in there, right?
which is bigger and better now.
Right? It's pretty cool. And so we'll be filming those guys playing. I'm really excited about that. But I also really want to thank our sponsors, which is going to be Straight to Ale, of course, the Fret Shop. And I'm really excited about being here, about drinking the beer, of course, but also having the guests come over here. I think it's going to be a great spot for us. And I'm really excited about the show from here on out.
Yeah.
So I also want to make sure everybody knows what the show is. The show, basically, No Huntsville is about promoting the arts, music, any events that are happening in Huntsville. We really want to get the word out to help kind of people promote themselves. And that's what the show has been about from the beginning when it started out of my house.
Yeah.
And that's why it is when we're now in the CW and over here at Straight to Ale. So if anybody's looking to help promote whatever they got going on, they need to get in contact with us. Come down here to Straight to Ale and have a beer with us.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what they got going on, and we're going to help promote them. So, again, real excited about being here. Please tune in to the show on Facebook as well as on TV. And stay right there. We'll be back with Wyatt to talk about LannyPalooza.
LannyPalooza.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
Unemployed? Get paid while you train at Global Tech, the testing institute for the industry, offering NCCER certification, x-rays, visual inspections, and so much more. Be the first to be trained in our confined space welding vessel. On average, graduates make over $20 an hour, making Global Tech the pathway to industry jobs. Upon certification, get 100% job placement. Training begins now. Limited space. Call 256-822-2135 or visit globaltechinstitute.org.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Unexpected.
Yeah, it's nice. We're back, and again, of course, we're talking here with Wyatt to talk about LannyPalooza. So, you guys give the pitch. What's going on with the whole thing?
LannyPalooza. Well, Joe posted something on the I Remember Tip Top Facebook group about
Who started that event? Do you know?
I don't know.
The Facebook group,
Yeah.
no, I don't,
Yeah.
but it's an outlet for a lot of memories and good times.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a good-
no, wait.
good
In case
page.
people don't know what Tip Top was, give the kind of the background on Tip Top here in Huntsville.
Yeah, it's kind of the CBGBs of Huntsville, I think. It's-
Yeah,
That's
right.
perfect
Nice.
analogy, Yeah.
And the bathrooms were just as bad. As well.
Yeah, I used to have to drink beer in the bathrooms because I was underage.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a legendary place,
With a legendary doorman.
with the legendary doorman, Lanny.
Yeah.
Right, and that was the place to kind of go to back in what the
Late 80s into
early 90s and
mid-90s,
stuff, right?
yeah.
And a lot of good bands came through there.
Oh, yeah.
It was a little tiny kind of small hole in the wall venue, which is over by Mad Malt's off Maple.
Very
Yeah,
close.
by
Right.
Rad One Graphics.
Rad One Graphics, exactly. And then they just had really good bands come through this little tiny, little tiny place, and it was
Yeah.
kind of the place to go to back then, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So there was an event started on Facebook, and it was kind of Remember Tip Top, and it was just people posting pictures and all kinds of stuff. And
Flyers and all that stuff, yeah. And then Joe had access to the artwork, posted something about, if anybody would be interested in shirts, and then the conversation kind of morphed into, I should do an event, and
Right.
like a fool, I said, I'd help you do it.
Yeah, I was hoping he would help me because White's like the gateway to all the old school bands.
Right.
Because we got some good old school bands playing.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
end up
s-
getting some great bands.
so let's talk about the
Great
bands that are going to be showing over at Mad Malt's.
Yeah, well, 2 shows. The daytime show will be Random Conflict, legendary punk
Right.
band for,
Yes.
geez, I don't know, 30 plus years, still going strong. The Blank Regeneration, which is my band,
Right.
which is a bunch of old people.
Playing good tunes though.
And Plow with Brad Posey,
Yeah,
his
Brad
one of his
Posey.
bands.
Brad
yeah.
Posey, right?
So that'll be the daytime show.
Okay.
Pretty good lineup. And then that night, the Frigidairs reuniting for the first time in I don't know how long, a while. And Toolbox, the same thing. Toolbox is another one of my bands. And both Frigidairs and Toolbox were Tip Top regulars.
Yeah, there's
Right.
staples at
And
Tip Top.
and we hadn't played together in 20 plus years, so it's going to be kind of a reunion night. That
Nice.
show, it'll be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, really good show.
And so it's over at Mad Malt's. What's the date again?
November 4th.
November 4th.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an all-day thing, right?
Yeah.
But daytime is definitely kid friendly, family friendly.
Yeah, we're
Right.
hoping to have some kids come out, and the Rad One Graphics is gonna provide some shirts. I'll let Joe talk about that a little bit.
Well, yeah, we'll have some shirts. We'll have some old Tip Top shirts. People seem to be wanting those a lot, and the proceeds from those shirts will go to Not One More. It's a organization that is spreading awareness about the epidemic that is.
The opiate epidemic. Yeah,
Yes,
it's pretty
yeah.
bad.
Addiction, yeah.
It's affected everybody, and we thought we could help with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, man. That's really cool. I think the whole idea of kind of remembering Tip Top is kind of cool, but then also that you got some bands that come out that actually played it and
Yeah.
it kind of fit into the whole thing. It makes sense, and it's really neat. So
Yeah, absolutely. It worked out great, and the bands were all excited.
And it's $5 to get in. That's good for these bands right here. I mean,
Also legendary from Lanny status. He was always $5.
$5.
no matter what. You don't care who you know or
What
have
time
you
it is.
played. Yeah, you can't go inside to use the bathroom. All the good stuff.
Right.
A legendary doorman.
Yeah.
All right, so I think everybody needs to come out, support the event. It's
Absolutely.
going to be fun. Of course, there's going to be good beer because it's Mad Malt's, but also some great bands. So everybody check this out. Can they find more information somewhere, like on Facebook? And
We have an
everything, right?
event set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know that No Huntsville page shared that out, so you can get some more information there. And then always support Rad One Graphics
Of
and
course.
all the bands here that are going to be great. So everybody should come out for that.
We want to thank the bands for donating their time too.
Right.
Because
Yeah, absolutely.
nobody's getting rich off this stuff. Especially Wyatt. He's always there to help out, man.
Glad to do it.
All right, thanks a lot. And man, I think it's going to be a great event. Everybody come on, check this out. Thanks. All right.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
Unemployed? Get paid while you train at Global Tech, the testing institute for the industry, offering NCCER certification, x-rays, visual inspections, and so much more. Be the first to be trained in our confined space welding vessel. On average, graduates make over $20 an hour, making Global Tech the pathway to industry jobs. Upon certification, get 100% job placement. Training begins now. Limited space. Call 256-822-2135 or visit globaltechinstitute.org.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
Welcome back to Noah Huntsville. Let's thank our sponsors again. We like Straight to Ale, of course, for giving us this studio space and also the great beer. Also the Fret Shop, the fine folks at the Fret Shop who run sound for us with these great musical guests that we have.
Live bald.
And Live Bald, right? That guy was nice. He came by and dropped some swag over for us. But that I'm interested to promote that organization a little more. It's to helping with the childhood cancer, so that's always a great cause. So we're going to be promoting them a little bit more here.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
More to the point, when we get to our guests, we have Glenn Clayton here from Spur.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, Glenn?
Doing good.
All right, so you have you have a company called Appleton that's here in Huntsville, but you started this new project called Spur, which is based around this app that you have out, and it's really cool. So I'm going to let you explain what the app's all about.
Sure. So Spur is a app to help hospitality workers, bartenders, servers, cooks, pick up gigs on the side and make extra money.
Yeah, so we were kind of talking before, it's sort of like an Uber for employment.
Exactly.
Right? But
Yep.
you guys are specializing right now. This could expand later, but right now it's kind of in the hospitality sort of sector.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. So it's kind of interesting, 10% of the jobs in the hospitality sector go unfilled every day, right? So like bartender calls in,
Right.
hey, I'm sick today, I can't come. And workers would love to get that work,
Love to
right?
fill
Would
that
love to
spot.
make some extra money. And so we're trying to bring those two together and make a connection. It's all a mobile app. You can download it off Apple or Android.
That's a great
So
idea.
why did you think the hospitality sector was ripe for something like this? Was it anything in particular that you saw, or
Yeah, so my whole career has really been about helping people find work. And so Appleton was a sort of something I started in college to help kids who needed to get a tutor, connect with a college student who wanted to make extra money.
Right, you started out of UAH dorm.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. And then that sort of morphed into helping schools find people that wanted to work in the school.
Right.
So like if the school nurse called out, the teacher called out, whatever, we could help people get those jobs. And so I've got a lot of friends in the hospitality world. I frequent a lot of establishments that serve alcohol, and so I've got a lot of friends that said, hey man, like you should do this in the hospitality world.
Right, and so this is just recently you got this out there, right? So
Yeah, we've been launched for about 10 days. So
and going good so far.
yeah, we've already got people working. Had people working last night. Have people working today.
Nobody likes an empty bar, man. You
Yeah,
know?
man, you
It's-
got to have your bartender.
Exactly. It's the most annoying thing
So
ever.
you have it in Huntsville here, but also in Nashville.
Also in
You kind
Nashville.
of launched in Nashville too, and kind of testing it out and seeing how it's going. And kind
Yeah,
of
that's exactly
ebbing
right.
and
We
flow
already
as you
have
go.
a couple hundred workers on the app, about 50 businesses, a lot of the breweries in town, a lot of restaurants in town. Also doing a lot of cool events like next week's craft beer 5K.
Yeah.
So everybody that's working that event is working it through Spur.
Oh wow!
Is there a
Nice.
vetting process that they have to go through, or they just sign up?
You
and-
sign up, you do a background check, just like if you sign up for Uber, we automatically do a background check. But you sign up, you create a profile, you talk about where you've worked at, what kind of jobs you've done in the past, and then you go and basically get to bid on jobs. So if you see that Straight to Ale needs a bartender tonight, and you've been a bartender, you can go and say, hey, look at my background, and you can
Nice.
bid on that and say, hey, for $100, I'll come be the bartender tonight.
Wow.
Sweet. Do they
And
get
so-
to rate you?
Yeah, so everybody gets rated. You rate the business, and then the business rates you as well, and that's sort of how we keep the quality good.
Everything
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, nice.
And so employers go there, they post jobs, and then they pay through the app as
Through the
well,
app,
right?
Yeah, so everything's done instantly. So like as soon as you're done with the job, you're getting paid. So there's no like wait. It's just like with Uber. You go and you pick up a couple people, you get paid, and at the end when you clock out, you're paid automatically. So you don't have to wait like 2 weeks or anything.
Oh,
So,
that's sweet.
yeah.
Man, that's pretty interesting. And so you already have people going on there. They're doing it right now, and you get a good response from it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been going good so far. So we're continuing to try to get more workers on and let people know that this is now available here in Huntsville.
And so if an employer right now wants to be a part of it, they just download the app and they fill it up as an employer through the app, right?
Yep. You just download the app and you can just search for Spur Jobs and either on Android or Apple. So
that's pretty cool.
Dude, that's so cool.
And real quick, I wanted to talk a little bit about I read an article about you that you had some options of starting your company out of different cities, and you stuck with Huntsville. I'm kind of curious about some of the decisions behind that.
So this is something I'm actually pretty passionate about. A lot of people feel like if I'm going to start a tech company, I have to go to San Francisco, I've got to go to New York. And Huntsville, man, we've got some really, really smart tech people here in Huntsville. And that's something that I've kind of been passionate about as an entrepreneur in the city, is trying to keep businesses here and tell people that, if you want to start a new tech company, you don't have to go to Silicon Valley to do that. You can do that right here in Huntsville.
We got the second largest research park right
absolutely.
next to
and
Silicon Valley.
Fastest growing tech community in the country right now.
Right.
Now, what's this tech thing you talk about?
I think it's really cool. It's one other reason that Huntsville is kind of this blowing up city, in addition to everything else that we help promote. But I think that your story from a dorm room to where you are now is really interesting, and the fact that you kept it in Huntsville the whole time is another reason we kind of do the show, is because there's all these great people here in town and all these great things happening. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yep. So everybody give it up for Glenn here, and it's Spur. Everybody should check it out on the app.
So that's a good idea, man. Wow.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
Unemployed? Get paid while you train at Global Tech, the testing institute for the industry, offering NCCER certification, x-rays, visual inspections, and so much more. Be the first to be trained in our confined space welding vessel. On average, graduates make over $20 an hour, making Global Tech the pathway to industry jobs. Upon certification, get 100% job placement. Training begins now. Limited space. Call 256-822-2135 or visit globaltechinstitute.org.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
And this is No Huntsville. We are back. Thank you to Straight to Ale for this great studio, and also Fret Shop for giving great sound to our bands. But we're here with Shannon Jones to talk about You Do It Better.
The Huntsville Men's Roller Derby League.
Nice. And you got an event coming up here soon that you want to talk about.
I do. It's October 29th, and it's going to be our Halloween fundraiser.
Nice.
And it's going to be fun for the whole family. So we have 2 sessions. We got a kids session from 2 to 5. It's $5, and we're going to have a haunted house, and we're going to have face painting, and we're also.
And this is at Skate Odyssey.
This is at Odyssey Skate Center on South Parkway. Yes.
Nice.
And we're going to have movies playing in the background for the kids, and then we're going to have a little bit of a break, and then we'll start having the adult session from 7 to 10, and we'll have a food truck there, which is Beast Mode,
Nice.
and Mad Malts is going to sponsor some beer, and then we're going to have 3 bands.
Right.
Which is Bad Susan, which is from here,
Okay.
and the McRiots, which are from Birmingham. And then Random Conflict
Wow.
is going to be
We've been
here.
saying that a lot tonight.
Yeah,
Okay, right?
yeah, it's random.
Well, let's back up here. Let's talk about Men's Derby League. So you started this earlier this year, right?
I did. I started this in February, and it's been slow going, but I actually have 5 guys that are dedicated that have been coming for the last 4 months. So,
Right.
and also we've already had 2 co-ed scrimmages. The Atlanta men's roller derby team, which is the closest team to us,
Right.
has really reached out to us, and they are going to be our brothers and helping. And the minute I can get my men ready, they're going to come down and just super train them and beat the hell out of them and get them ready,
Right.
to play. And there's not a lot of men's team around, but it's just kind of like there's enough around that we can still play and travel. But really the main thing we're going to do is we're going to be playing against my sister team, the Dixie Derby Girls.
And you're still part of the Dixie Derby Girls.
I'm not. I
you're
actually do not skate with them.
Okay.
But I have a lot of the Derby girls that come into my practice because
Sure.
it's open. It's even open to the juniors because
Right.
I love skating, I love Derby, and I just want everyone to do it. So, and plus Mike Bailey at Odyssey Skate Center is so awesome. He's just kind of given me free reign to do
Nice.
what I need to do. And, ideally to return to him is to get more people coming into the rink and kind of get the roller skating scene back up.
Yeah, and if you haven't been to
running.
one of these derbies, they're pretty cool. So
They're fun.
And the girls have been kind of ripping it up for the last couple of years
Yes.
here. And I've been a handful of ones. I was helping out in the beginning.
Yep.
And they
Was
are.
it Rooster Tail?
Yeah, when I was doing the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I made a
remember
digital
that.
scoreboard, and I was doing the scoring for the whole thing, and it was really cool.
I remember.
But man, those girls get vicious. It was pretty fun.
Vicious.
I think what the most interesting thing about this is all this organically happened. So the girls team, the juniors merged with us 2 years ago. And so when the women play, the juniors play first and then the women play.
Okay.
And the juniors they couldn't play one of the games, so they actually called the Atlanta men's team to come in and play. So the Atlanta's team brought another hodgepodge team in, and they played in August. And that was not even, I didn't even know that in February. I had no idea. So I actually had a game that my guys could go see, and it was an incredible game. It was amazing. It was just like a nail biter. It was, I loved it. I loved it. I think the score was like 82-79. I mean,
real
it was
close.
intense. Yeah.
But you said girls can be on the men's
Yes,
team?
I'm going to be skating on it eventually, but that's not really.
That's not the point.
That's not the point.
You're
It really
recruiting
is.
guys. You need more guys.
I need more men. I
But
need
if
more
you-
men.
if you
But I am
needed
going to
it,
play. Yeah, but yeah.
they're
but yeah.
allowed.
Yes, the women. Yep, the women are allowed to play on the
So
men's,
there's a little
but no
point
men on the
to it,
women's.
right?
So yeah.
Yeah. All right, so where can people find more information about not only the event, but also about the men's league?
Go to our Facebook page. It's Huntsville Men's Roller Derby, and my name is Shannon. I'm the administrator, so if there's any questions or concerns, just ask me, and let's get you in there and get you skating.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ladies out there that might know the guys that can skate and that should skate, and you need to drag them down to this event, right?
And really quick, too, if they don't know how to skate, I will train you. So
There you go. You get lessons.
You gotta learn how to take
it's
a
all
hit.
for free. All for free right now. So.
All right, Shannon, it sounds like a really great event. You could come just for the derby, but also for the great bands and the great music and the great food. So that's, again, it's Skate Odyssey.
Odyssey Skate Center.
Odyssey-
It used to be Skate. Yes,
Odyssey.
yes,
All
but
right,
it's
I'm
it's
reverting
Odyssey
back.
Skate Center.
All right,
now,
Odyssey
so.
Skate Center. Check it out on Facebook. Go and support everything. Everybody give it up for Shannon. Great. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
Unemployed? Get paid while you train at Global Tech, the testing institute for the industry, offering NCCER certification, x-rays, visual inspections, and so much more. Be the first to be trained in our confined space welding vessel. On average, graduates make over $20 an hour, making Global Tech the pathway to industry jobs. Upon certification, get 100% job placement. Training begins now. Limited space. Call 256-822-2135 or visit globaltechinstitute.org.
Rad One Graphics is North Alabama's premier one-stop shop for all your custom silk screening and graphic needs. We specialize in printables and not so printables. Call Rad One Graphics today at 256-975-7589.
All right, thanks for watching No Huntsville right here in the Speakeasy at Straight to Ale. Make sure you get down here tomorrow at 5 p.m. they're having a culinary conclave right here in the Speakeasy, and it's for the Anti-Temperance Society. If you're not part of it, you need to come in here, talk to a bartender, and become a part of the Anti-Temperance Society. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Go-Go Killers.
Come on!